Marcus Aurelius quotes that are life-changing. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I am about to criticize? I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than on the opinion of others. Natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, and to love. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Therefore, guard accordingly, and take care that you entertain no notions unsuitable to virtue and reasonable nature. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it, and this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together. But do so with all your heart. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life. How much time he gains who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does or thinks, but only at what he does himself, to make it just and holy. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth, by which no one was ever truly harmed. It is the person who continues in his self-deception and ignorance who is harmed. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Do not act as if you were going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live. While it is in your power, be good. Adapt yourself to the things among which your lot has been cast, and love sincerely the fellow creatures with whom destiny has ordained that you shall live. Look well into thyself. There is a source of strength which will always spring up if thou wilt always look. Here is a rule to remember in future, when anything tempts you to feel bitter. Not this is misfortune, but to bear this worthily is good fortune. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself and your way of thinking. Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by, and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away. When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Anything in any way beautiful derives its beauty from itself, and asks nothing beyond itself. Praise is no part of it, for nothing is made worse or better by praise. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. He who lives in harmony with himself also lives in harmony with the universe. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, and accustom thyself to consider that the nature of the universe loves nothing so much as to change the things which are, and to make new things like them. That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. Everything that happens as it should, and if you observe carefully, you will find this to be so. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. A noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself, and a mean man by one lower than himself. The one produces aspiration, the other ambition, which is the way in which a vulgar man aspires. We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes season after season without thinking of the grapes it has borne. Be content with what you are, and wish not change, nor dread your last day, nor long for it, because your own strength is unequal to the task. Do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man, but if anything is within the powers and province of man, believe that it is within your own compass also. Poverty is the mother of crime. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and leave it properly. Stop whatever you're doing for a moment and ask yourself, am I afraid of death because I won't be able to do this anymore? Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself will disappear. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? It is the responsibility of leadership to work intelligently with what is given, and not waste time fantasizing about a world of flawless people and perfect choices. Let men see, let them know a real man who lives as he was meant to live. A man's worth is no greater than the worth of his ambitions, for there is a single harmony. Just as the world forms a single body comprising all bodies, so fate forms a single purpose comprising all purposes. Love the discipline you know, and let it support you. Entrust everything willingly to the gods, and then make your way through life. No one's master and no one's slave. Indifference to external events, and a commitment to justice in your own acts, which means thought and action resulting in the common good. What you are born to do. Fight to be the person philosophy tried to make you. Revere the gods. Watch over human beings. Our lives are short. The only rewards of our existence here are an unstained character and unselfish acts. You don't love yourself enough, or you'd love your nature too, and what it demands of you. People who love what they do wear themselves down doing it. They even forget to wash or eat. People who labor all their lives but have no purpose to direct every thought and impulse toward are wasting their time, even when hard at work. The mind in itself has no needs, except for those it creates itself, is undisturbed, except for its own disturbances. It knows no obstructions, except those from within. That things have no hold on the soul, they stand there unmoving, outside it. Disturbance comes only from within, from our own perceptions. Remember, matter, how tiny is your share of it, time, how brief and fleeting your allotment of it, and fate, how small a role you play in it. External things are not the problem, it's your assessment of them, which you can erase right now. Your three components, body, breath, mind. 2 are yours in trust. To the third alone you have clear title. Be satisfied with even the smallest progress and treat the outcome of it all as unimportant. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Wash yourself clean, with simplicity, with humility, with indifference to everything but right and wrong. Care for other human beings and follow God. Please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.